This is why we're picky about food deliveries at camp. With 225 kids a week at camp, or not a week, some of them are here for 28 days, 56 days. A lot of our camps are, people do the 5-day camps back to back, that's 11 days. But either way, there's usually 225 wrestlers on campus every day for about 78 days straight. Imagine if 120 of them got a food delivery. Can you imagine what my parking lot looks like? And then the main problem is this. We have a small kitchen, and we do a Sam's delivery, and we have to order weeks in advance because there's a big, it's a big crate that we have. So we make dinner, and 87 kids decide they're not going to eat that night. So now we have all of this food, and we don't have enough. We save some leftovers, but we don't have enough. So there's not enough space, so we throw all that food away. And then the next night, or we're like, okay, well, on average, the past few nights, 100 kids don't eat. Well, then one night, they all show up to dinner because mom said, you're spending $50 a day on fast food. So then they get in line and we're like, we don't have dinner for you guys because we have been throwing away $1,200 worth of groceries every night in a dumpster for the raccoons to eat because you guys don't eat. Oh, we all decided to eat tonight. So then maybe the parents are like, well, just take inventory. Okay, well then every day I have to say, who's signing up for dinner? But I actually can't. I have to do it weeks in advance because my Sam's orders are done a week in advance. We are just gonna have wrestling camp. Your kids can go a week without Taco Bell. And they just can. And there's just no food deliveries. We can't have it because it doesn't operate like that. Now, sure, you say, well, they do it when they went to the college camp. Yes, and you were sharing the mat with 750 kids on 42 mats on an indoor football field. You have a $2 billion campus, and there's 60,000 students at Ohio State. They really don't care if 100 people decide not to eat dinner that night. They don't care if there's 100 more that do, because they're Ohio State and they have a $50 million kitchen and they have a food company that they own. I mean, you get the idea. So you came to Purler Wrestling Camp because you wanted a small group environment. There's 35 groups of kids on the mat at a time. We have 3 wrestling rooms. We're rotating through. It's a great environment. There's 10 acres out here. It's self-contained. The kids aren't running all over the city, running across busy highways, going to Walmart, getting an Uber, leaving campus, going 10 miles out of town to restaurants. I mean, you don't want your kids doing that. That's the reason you sent them to our camp. And they actually learn something at our camp, right? It's just not, do a dual meet and then sit and play on your iPhone for 3 hours, then another dual meet, right? The team camps, which I think are sort of a waste of time. So sure, at those camps, you can do whatever you want. You can Uber and you can go to, if you have a fake ID, you can go to a tavern. I mean, kids do it. I know for a fact. At our camp, you can't. But at our camp, you also can't have food deliveries because it's a small group camp and we only have so much space. It's not a $2 billion college campus that we're on. So please understand, we're not trying to be mean to your kids. We're not trying to torture them. We're not trying to deprive them of their Dairy Queen Blizzard. They can eat that every night when they go home to you. But for us, let's just have wrestling camp. So if your kids call you and say, I want to get some Taco Bell, you just say, why don't you worry about your single leg? And let's not worry about Taco Bell. I think we've had enough Taco Bell. I think we need more single leg. I sent you there for wrestling. Please don't call me complaining about banana splits, Blizzards, Taco Bell, or Chick-fil-A. I only want you there for wrestling. Hang the phone up and go learn how to wrestle. You're at the best camp in America. Get serious. Let's get that job done. So that's the conversation I want you to have with them. And I want to clarify why we can't have food deliveries, because some parents get extremely upset over this. And now it should make perfect sense to you. Either way, we appreciate you sending your kids to our wrestling camp. We hope they come back. Like we like to say, you send us a good kid, we'll send you back a better kid. And we do invite you to come and watch a last practice if you can make it. We'll put them through the entire camp right before your eyes. After the June Dream Season camp, we had a mom, she could hardly contain herself. She was tearing up. We've had 2 moms tear up. They could not believe what their son looked like after our camp. And, I'm sure there were some moms and dads who were extremely impressed with their daughters also. So that's the reason our camp is at this point in time in 2023 has sold out 11 years in a row. Some of our camps sell out before February is even over. So anyway, we appreciate you guys, and thanks for watching.